Hi, I'm Uma,
And I'm Juyeon.
and we're from SAS RMHC. And today we're going to be reading I Can Recover at Home by Emily Lim-Leh.
I didn't feel well when I woke up.
He should see a doctor. I'll call the clinic to make an appointment.
Daddy took me to a nearby clinic.
Why are they in spacesuits?
Our clinic sees patients who may have COVID infections. These PPE suits keep us safe.
Dr. Ling was friendly. She examined me and asked a few questions.
I see COVID symptoms. I'll need to swab your nostrils.
I don't want to.
I'll be very gentle. This will slightly be uncomfortable, my dear.
I stayed very still. The first swab felt like a cotton bud cleaning my nostril. The second swab was like a long cotton bud that went deeper in. Well done.
Brave boy.
Daddy handed me a lollipop. I swabbed my mouth with it.
Sweet.
A few minutes later, the ART swab test shows COVID positive.
We'll get the PCR swab results within 24 to 48 hours. It's safer if one family member isolates with your son in a room at home till the PCR results are out.
What? It's so late?
It means that you and I should stay in your room and not go anywhere.
What if I need to go to the toilet?
You'll need to wear a mask and I'll bring you there. I'll need to wash and wipe all the surfaces clean after each use.
Why?
We don't want to pass COVID to Mommy and Maymay.
I nodded. I wanted Mommy and Maymay to be well.
Let's plan how you and I will spend these days together, okay?
Mommy!
When we reached home, I wanted to hug Mommy, but Daddy took me straight to my room. Stop!
Mommy! Maymay will sleep with me during this period.
Daddy's stuff was in the room instead of Maymay's. Mommy also put useful things in our room.
Within the next day or two, Daddy received an SMS from the Ministry of Health with the PCR results.
Boy, you have COVID. We'll have to follow the isolation order to stay in your room for 10 days.
Daddy, I have COVID, but you don't. So how come you are wearing a mask, but I'm not?
Boy, it will be so uncomfortable for you to wear a mask all day during isolation. It's easier for me to do it, and it can keep me safe from COVID.
Mummy knocked on the door each time she left our food outside. Daddy and I would count to 5 before opening our door, then we would bring the food in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mommy and Maymay would be safely away by then.
Shortly after we isolated, someone called HR Buddy phoned Daddy to ask some questions.
Yes, we have a room someone can isolate in. Yes, my 75-year-old mother lives with us. No, we don't have a pulse oximeter. Oh, you can have it delivered to us? Thanks.
Daddy said we could call this buddy at 6874-4939 if we had any questions about recovering at home.
Soon after, a Dr. CT phoned Daddy. Dr. CT wanted to see me and find out how I was doing.
Sayang, how are you feeling? I'm okay. My daddy checks my temperature every day.
I also check my boy's pulse rate and oxygen level daily.
That's very good.
It was nice to see Dr. CT's smiley face.
Daddy still had to work, so I played alone in the day.
I stayed as quiet as a mouse when he was on video calls with his boss.
Well, not always.
Hello. Hello, boy.
When Daddy finished his work, he played with me.
Mommy called and read me stories a few times a day. I like seeing her face.
Some days I didn't feel like doing anything. Daddy said that he felt the same way.
Finally, our isolation period ended. Daddy leapt out of bed and said, "We are done."
Do I have to swab again?
You don't need to. After 10 days, you are automatically discharged.
Yippee! I tried to run out of the room.
Wait, you need a shower and change. After that, you can hug Mummy and Mei.
Daddy kept the windows wide open. He wore gloves to remove our bed sheets and pillow covers.
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm airing the cleaning room. This clears the room of any virus left before Mei sleeps here again.
I showered and changed my clothes in super speed.
Group hug.
Mummy!
I recovered at home. Yay!
What happens if I cannot stay at home to recover from COVID?
Hi, I'm Dr. Darryl. Believe MOH has notified you that your child's PCR results are COVID positive.
I peeped from behind Mummy.
I need to see you and ask a few questions, okay?
My girl vomited last night and has 38.5 degrees fever.
You look tired, dear. Do you feel pain in any part of your body? Can you check your blood oxygen reading with the oximeter?
It's 96%.
That's okay. What is her heart rate?
It's 140.
I'll need to arrange an ambulance to fetch your girl to the hospital's children emergency unit. Given her symptoms, we'll need to have a doctor examine her more closely.
Dr. Darryl arranged for an ambulance to send us to a hospital. I saw more people in spacesuits.
I was scared, but the spacemen were nice, so I cheered up.
In hospital, I was examined by Dr. Sashi.
Girl, I'm arranging for you to stay in a hospital room to recover. That way I can check up on you to make sure you are recovering well, okay?
A few days later.
Cousin, how are you feeling?
Much better. I can go home tomorrow. The doctor says I can complete my remaining days of recovery at home.
You can come over to play with Mei and me soon. Yay!
And here is a quick summary of what happens for a young child on the home recovery program.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed listening.
Bye.